Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my kitchen. Today we are going to make a hybrid of two all-time favorite recipes. Pasta frittata, perfectly boiled spaghetti combined with creamy eggs, cheese and feta and pan-fried until golden. Use your leftovers and enjoy a complete meal. Today is a day of leftovers. Why? We have some ingredients in our fridge and we don't know what to do them. The easiest thing you can do ever is a pie or a frittata. For me the option is frittata today because I want to make this episode very attractive and easy for you. But if you have more time you can make a pie, okay? With this ingredient, exactly. You're making the filling, you taking some filo underneath and on top, the filling inside, you bake inside the oven for about 45 minutes and you have a golden nice pie with pasta, feta cheese and turkey. But if you want to make something easier and you want to feed your friends that they are starving and want to taste your creation, this is what you have to do, my friend Lakis. What is that? You don't even know the recipe we are making, right? What? Okay, bravo. So, the first thing we have to do is to start preheating our pan. I have a non-stick pan and as you can see we have a big pan to create this recipe. Now, I have a bowl and for 250 grams of dried spaghetti, and when we are boiling them there are approximately 500 grams because they absorb 250 grams of water. We need about 5 to 8 eggs. I will use 5 of them because I want to make it light. It is possible? Yes, it is. We can have a light meal and very balanced because we have the protein from the eggs, the feta cheese, the turkey and the cheese. We have the carbs from the spaghetti and of course we will have a good fat from olive oil that I'm about to use. 2, 4, 1 more 5. 5 eggs into the bowl and of course we need to add some salt and pepper. Salt. As you can see, when I'm adding salt, I'm watching the other ingredients to balance the whole meal. I have feta cheese, it's salty. I have my mixed cheese over there, they're sweet, they're not salty. And I have my turkey, it's salty too. So I'm not going to add a lot of salt because I have very salty ingredients. If you don't use feta cheese, you have to add a little bit more, okay? You got it, Lakis? Now, I want to give some flavor to this lovely egg mixture, so I will grate a little bit of garlic. I have 1 clove here. I think if I use the half of it, I will have an essence of garlic, but if I use the whole thing, then probably it will be garlicky and I want to become garlicky. So garlic goes in and it's time to add a little bit more taste. The thyme is always a good idea when you don't know what herbs you have to use to your recipe. Thyme goes with all foods, so I will add some thyme. And if you want to make it more sexy, you can add some sage, you can add some rosemary, you can add any herbs you like, and I will mix everything together. At the moment, I've created a mixer for a good, nice, sexy omelette, right? But I'm not done yet because I want to make it more attractive and more tasty and nutrient-wise more balanced. Because now I have a meal full of carbs. I want to add more protein inside and the good news is that I have a lot of protein here. So I have some feta cheese. Do you like feta cheese, Lakis? Everybody loved feta cheese. Feta cheese is the best cheese all over the world. This is Greek stuff. So I will add my feta cheese into the bowl with my boiled spaghetti. And I have this lovely feta cheese, but I want a creamy texture. So I will add a little bit of mixed cheese over here, that I have some cheddar cheese and some Gruyere cheese. And of course, we need some more lean protein to balance our meal. And I will use some lovely turkey over here that I will cut into nice bits. This is a cold cut, but if you want to use your own homemade cooked turkey, you can do that, or chicken, or whatever protein you like. Now, I will mix everything together, but before I mix them, I will add also my eggs. Eggs, cheese, turkey, and spaghetti. Now I want to make them very, very sexy, so I will mix them very well. You can use any pasta you like. In this case, I had some leftover of spaghetti. In other cases, if you have some tortellini, some penne, some tagliatelle, whatever you have, you will use those pasta you have leftovers. Now, if you have any leftover veggies, you can add inside the frittata, but for me, this is it for today. I'm ready. So I will take off my gloves. And now it's time for Mr. Olive Oil. Now, I want good amount of olive oil to make sure that the whole thing will not stick to the pan. My pan is a non-stick pan, but anyway, we will use some oil. It's about 4 tablespoons of extra virgin Greek olive oil, and I will add my mixture here. Oh la la. Now, the next part is very important. I need a high heat pan because this way it will not stick to the pan. Now, I will lower the heat. We need low heat, and we have 2 options. One is to cook it, the whole thing, into the pan here to the stove. The second option we have is to finish it off in the oven. What do you want, guys? The first one. First one, first one, first one. Everybody the first option, okay. So, in this case, you have to be very careful because we don't want to overcook it, we don't want to burn it, because actually there are raw eggs inside the spaghetti. So we have to make sure that we will give time to the frittata to get cooked into the pan. How long we need? About 6 to 8 minutes. So we need 4 minutes each side, and I have to be patient. It's not ready yet, but I have to checking all the time how easily I will just take a spatula and see how it looks from the downside. As you can see, it's not ready yet. I have a good color, a golden color, and that's a good news. It's not a good news because it's only 1 minute and the color is perfect, so I need to lower the heat more and leave it more time, because if the color is right now, after 3 minutes it will get burned. You got it like this? So, we don't need high heat, we just need low heat, and be patient. Now, if you want to make it easier, you will take the whole pan and you will put it straight into the oven, 180 degrees Celsius set to fan, and you need about 10 minutes to be ready. But I will carry on this procedure, so be patient. In 3-4 minutes, we will flip it over and we will carry on cooking. Now, after 4 minutes, as you can see, I have a nice crust over here. Mihalis, can you see underneath? The crust is nice, everything looks good, and it's time to flip it over. Now, we have 2 options. The first option is the difficult option, that you have to flip it over with the pan, okay? I'm not suggesting you to do this way because probably it's gonna be a mess inside your kitchen after this procedure. But you have the opportunity to make it different way, to use a chopping board, this one, and just flip it over. Don't worry, 1, 2, 3, whoa! Yeah? And after you flip it over, you put the pan again into the heat and you're just transferring the whole thing there. Easier, safer, and 100% successful this way. Now, I will press it again to make sure everything is everywhere. And now, I have to be patient for about more 4 minutes until my frittata is ready. My frittata is almost ready, so I have again one nice chopping board to serve it, and I want some basil because I love basil. We have feta cheese, so we'll add some basil and that's it. We want to add something else, some pepper maybe, and that's it. We have olive oil, good fat from olive oil. We have carbs from spaghetti, and we have a meal full of protein. So, as you can see, it's not sticking to the pan. This is exactly what we want. And now be very careful. You'll use your spatula here. This way, let it slip this way, and the frittata is ready. A whole dish without even doubts for carbs, because always when we're eating spaghetti, we're thinking about carbs and about calories. In this case, we have something else. It's very tasty and very sexy. So grab a knife, add a nice piece over here. Sexy. Unbelievable. Look at this. Everybody will enjoy this meal because it's so comfort food, it's so simple, it's so tasty and full of good nutrients. If you want to use whole wheat pasta, you can do it. If you want to use low calories cheese, you can do it. You can use anything you like, but for this recipe, I use some feta and mixed cheese and turkey. No guilt, guys. This is something so addictive, so tasty. It's impossible to stop eating because it's so tasty. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, comment under in the video and share this lovely recipe with your friends. If you are feta lovers, this recipe is your recipe. And what else? Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok and Viber. And don't forget to visit my website because it's the #1 Greek site all over the world. Bon appetit and I hope you succeed with your own frittata.